Alright, sorry about the wait. Something I ate didn't really agree with me, so I'm going to spare the details. I'm just going to leave it at that. Welcome in! We are playing some more Phasmo, and as my title suggests, I'm just going to be kind of messing around. I'm probably going to try and do the dailies, maybe finish up the weekly, except for the challenge. And because I'm at 1,967, as soon as I get 1,970, as soon as we do the challenge, I completed the mission. But I do want to wait till Saturday to do that, just so I can enjoy it with some friends, because today will probably be solo. And yeah, remove this one and we will auto add this one. There we go. This is my everything layout. You know what, we'll go to Ridgeview. Ready up and start. But yeah, I'm surprised I managed to get to pretty much get to 2,000. I mean, I am not there yet, but unless they're going to release the update tomorrow, which I doubt, I should be good, because I have a feeling they're not going to do it until after Sunday when the weekly is done. Let's see, escape a hunt, repel while smudge. I always hate those two. Below 25, that's the simple one. In the back. Or in the garage, I should say. No hiding there. We don't have a mirror. We have a board. Wasn't sure what that was for a moment. Those are some bad lockers. So are those. Oh, let's look around for the bone. So we got an easy way to locate the ghosts, which is nice. Does drain some sanity. I think it's like a 50% drain, something like that. Oh, I thought the cable started moving. Oh, we have a hiding way back here. Okay, that's nice. Watch, Ghost is going to be in that room. Seems to be how a lot of my missions have gone. For those that may not know or have not been following Phasmo, they released another update preview, and this preview was about the camera, the camcorder, and the tripods. And I heard a door. So probably a bathroom ghost. And I popped the breaker. Too many lights. Yeah, I'll be with you in a moment, sir. Ma'am. So the update was about the camcorders and the tripods. apparently they are going to make it so that the ghost can actually interact with the camera that you place down. So if you put a camera down on the ground, like I put it here, it can knock it off the table as if it was an item that was placed in the world, or an item that was already in the world, which is going to be interesting. Oh, cool, hiding spot there. I've yet to see the bone. Yeah, I know. Of course, the bone is in the ghost room. Where else would it be? So that is going to be interesting. The 3 tiers of camera. Basically, you kind of got this old, beat-up camera with the green screen style, night vision. So that's going to be tier 1. Tier 2 is going to be essentially the cameras that we already have right now. So these guys, these Panasonics. And the tripod. So I believe the tier 1 is this, or very similar to this. It might have a different cosmetic, but it will be very similar. And it sounds like it's going to be somewhat flimsy, so the ghost could knock it over, for example. It's less likely to do it on a tripod than if you just place the camera in the world, so that's one thing. And then tier 2 and tier 3 are motorized, meaning that you can place the camera, go back in the truck, and pan around. Now tier 3 is essentially tier 2, except it's sturdier and the ghost will not be able to knock it over. I don't know if it's can't knock it over easier or what. Oh, are you a hallway? I saw a breath. That is also one thing that will be changing. No. Ah, you prick. EMF 4. It can't make up its mind. Okay. So far, no fingies. Okay, so I don't think it's fingerprints. Oh yeah, and then the tier 3 camera is like a professional grade. And basically the biggest difference with each of them is the screen size. All of them will be used to see orbs and see what's going on. The ghost can interact with all of them. But if they're on the tripod, it's got less of a chance to interact with it. I think I saw breath, so we'll take this up. After I down a pill. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're making a lot of progress. I can't wait for the update, to be perfectly honest. It's going to be really interesting. There's going to be a bunch of new mechanics to learn. What the ghost can't do. The freezing. Because no longer can you do it by breath. Getting used to the different items. That should cover pretty much. I'll do it like that. Okay. Thermal. So you're in the hallway. Oh, it's hunting. Frick. No, it's not hunting. There's a ghost event. Man, this ghost is going crazy. So it's freezing in the hallway, although the thermometer was glitching out a little bit. It said freezing, then didn't say freezing. That's a big spike. I don't know why I grabbed another one. Still got pretty good sanity. It didn't hunt past 70 yet, but that doesn't mean anything. Demon, Thay, and Yokai, I believe. We'll put that one right there. Are about the only ones that can really hunt at a relatively high sanity. Yokai only if you're talking around it. Oh, and Unryo. Yeah. Unryo, if it blows out 3 candles, the third or the fourth, I think maybe the third candle it blows out, it has a chance of hunt, and it is regardless of your sanity. But it will not hunt if there are other candles around. So a candle kind of acts like a crucifix. Let's see, we get the dots up here. It is being very active. Yeah, I turned off the breaker. Bonk. Get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. So that camera is dead. And it turned off that breaker. I don't think Jin is an option anyways. So we got writing. We got Revshade Morai. Oof. A hunt would confirm 2 of them. The Rev is slow when you're hiding and then speeds up when it sees you, or when it detects your equipment. That's a big one. So I haven't seen any orbs. We also didn't get fingerprints. If I took that off, yeah. Demon would have been fingerprints. So, okay, that's a waste. I'm gonna say it's probably a Morai. Grab this. Okay, so we know it's not gonna be dots. So you know what, let's take the other book up there, because we want to try and get more. Oh yeah, I got salt I gotta do. Here I was talking about doing the evidence, and I'm not really doing the evidence. We're doing everything. So discover ghost type, that's pretty easy. Get a spirit box result. Well, I can go do that. We'll have to do a survival starters at another time. And then the day or the weekly. Complete the weekly challenges, which are on the board. I should be able to knock 3 of those, and I only got to do 2 after that. I got to do some parabolic and footsteps. I already have a camera with me, so we will take the salt. We will turn it into a salty ghost. Har har, har har. Sorry, I'm messing around on another computer. We'll take this away because we know it is not that. I'll leave the camera there. Actually, I kind of need to be here when it does it. Are you not in here anymore? You... Well, still says you're around here. Keeps going up to 3. Some lights on. Shade and Morai. I have a feeling it's a Morai because it's been doing ghost events. It was doing ghost events on top of me. A Shade would not do that. I'm gonna go get the other salt. Let's leave the flashlight. Shades don't... Pretty sure they don't do events if you're in the room. I know it doesn't hunt if you're in the room. Waste another pill. Give me a glowy. We got our salt, we got our party stick, we got some photos. That's it for that camera. Oh, you threw a toothbrush. Oh, it's gone. I was too slow on that one. Alright, we got several good ones. Leave that camera there. Nothing in my inventory. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards the Morai. We can do a spirit box to confirm. How did I do on feet? Halfway there. Okay, so I am going to take spirit box. I'll take a parabolic. So one bad thing, I'll drop the parabolic out here. One bad thing about the Morai is that it will curse you if you get a spirit box response or hear it on the paramic. Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Really? It's a shade? I mean, I've had a theory about EMF that if it gets up to 4 on an event and stuff, that chances are it's EMF 5. Which we would need EMF 5 to confirm that. We will take a smudgo with us. is full. This one I know is full because the basketball is outside. There's only one good hiding spot up here. I mean, we got a grace period, so... Plus I got some crucifixes down. Hopefully it hunts in the, within the range. There we go. I think I missed that one. Okay, well that's all I got for salt. I'll just set stuff up in here. I walked right by the spirit box, so yeah, it's probably a shade, which is strange. I didn't think a shade did ghost events right on top of you. I know it will not hunt. Shade. The ghost will not enter a hunt if people are nearby. Okay, so it's just a hunt. Hey, we got 3 more. Take some more with us up there. So I have to escape during the hunt. Yeah, both of those are pretty easy to do. If you got the guts. Which sometimes I do. I'm gonna leave one down here. Stop taking a shower. No. No shower for you. Oh, it's a ghost event. I was like, wait, is it hunting? Interesting. Okay. The biggest thing with this is you need to be on the same level. So otherwise I would love to do it downstairs. 2 clicks, okay. Just seeing how many it's gonna take to a smudge. Alright, there's one. Be nice if we had a banshee and get the banshee whale. I wonder what it threw. Be fine if it throws the EMF and it counts as EMF 5. Footstep. Hit light switch. Where we get all the evidence. EMF 5 is hard to get. Sometimes this is hard to get too. I'll get one more because then I want to go check my sanity. Oh, I was like, that sounded like a crucifix burning. Still just EMF 2. So I did get a response, which means if it is a Morai, I am cursed. Steal a card key. So the Morai's curse is whenever you hear it get a response on Spirit Box, or you get a Paramic event. I'm kind of leaning back towards Morai. What? Oh, BS! BS! I hate that. Especially when you clearly see the footprint in there. Oh well, so we're within ghost hunting range. I'm gonna wait for a moment because the flash of light kinda indicates that the ghost is nearby. Typically if it's in a room, it's gonna be near the light switch, but that light you turn on at that point. So my guess is it is down here somewhere, wandering around. I do have all the stuff I need to. I'm gonna leave one there. I'm gonna take this other one. We'll see if we can get to hunt. Actually, I'll drop the flashlight in a better location. There we go, that way I can see. And we will dual wield. Oop, it hunts. Ghost! Here it comes. Ghost! Hey, over here, over here. Goes back upstairs. Alright, so that's done. I hate that one, but it's done. Just gotta get below 25, but I do want to go back and take a look at my sanity. It's either Spirit Box or EMF 5 at this point. But I haven't really seen EMF 5, and I didn't get a Spirit Box result. What is going on here? That drain. It's like, is it draining while I'm standing right here? I didn't think it did. I mean, we're going to easily be able to get under that. So let me go in here. So about 25, 26 was the low. Sit right here for a moment. If I can, I'll be here. Oh, well, I'm stuck here for a bit. You're in a Walmart parking lot? Why? It's a Morai. That's a Morai. It sounded a lot faster. Anyways, drink water. Okay, I'll have a hydrate. That's alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Morai. Got all those done. Yeah, the new update, I'm not gonna be doing this at the end of the game because that's probably gonna be a consumable, which means I have to buy it again. Survey says it was a Morai. It just did not want to talk on Spirit Box. That's interesting. Pretty shy about that. Blew right past 1969. So I will definitely be stopping before I get to 2000. Let's see, how are we doing over here? Yeah, I needed a Spirit Box response too. Spirit Box kind of slow. 11. What? Complete the... Oh, shoot. Daily tasks. These! Shoot. I was thinking completely wrong. So, yeah, I did 2 daily tasks. So this is definitely... That's definitely one that you can only complete over a week. Let's see, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got enough to do that one for today. Okie dokie. Let's go to Edgefield Road. I don't know if any ghost behaviors are planned to be changed. Repel with a smudge stick while chase. Parabolic, which I'm going to do anyways, and EMF. 2 of those are easily done, and one of which I am going to do regardless. I didn't look where the breaker is, but the breaker is only in 2 locations here. Oh, look at that. We also got the bone. So it's in the oh, sweet. We got garage lockers too. Now let's see. What is the cursed object? It's not monkey paw. On. It not the Ouija board. Turn it off. Turn it on. Turn it on. Music box I think is upstairs. Voodoo is also upstairs. That one spawns in the bed. Doesn't look like it's music box. Full. Oh. Wrong one. This bathroom. Open. I thought the shoes had been displaced. So it's one of these. It is not voodoo. The door that's closed. Didn't touch that. Okay. Did I just see freezing again? I think I saw freezing. Again. Oh, cool. We have that one. We don't have that one. Okay. Let's see. I didn't see Mir, because Mir spawns right down here. Oh, it's just no lights on the stairs. Okay, so it's not board, it's not Mir. I didn't see Voodoo. That was probably Summoning Circle. That's in the basement. Take a thermal, take these two. Looks like it's up in the hallway. Nope. Yeah, right here. Eat book and dots. So that's the ghost room, or at least where the ghost currently resides. Whether or not it is actually the ghost room is unknown. But we do have freezing evidence again. We have an Orby. Don't know what it did. Oh, I didn't check for prints. We have fingies. Do we have a mimic? I want to see what highlight does, so I highlighted this. Ah, yeah, just it's we have fingy. We might have a mimic. What else is needed for mimic? It just highlights it so that myself and others can see it. Freezing. We need box. We need the Vox. Survey not. What is our cursed object? I didn't see monkey paw, because I think it spawns there. I'm gonna step out for a moment after I go put this up there. Okay, this hiding spot's open. That's nice. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got no board, no mirror, no voodoo, no summoning circle. It's gotta be music box because I didn't see the monkey paw. Oh, cards. You're right. I did not look. So let's see. So either it is a Hauntu. Oh, hi, Blue. So either it's a Hauntu or it's a mimic. I'll select Hauntu just in case. Ow. I don't know why I'm even looking at dots because it can't be that. Parabolic and a spirit box. That always hurts. Nope, it's not cards. It has to be box. Are you here? How old are you? Are you here? Mimic! What is this mimicry? Alright, so we have Spirit Box, so it is a mimic. One of the ways you can tell a mimic will have 4 evidence. 3 of them count. 1 is just one that it always has, and that's a ghost orb. Which we just saw a ghost orb just a moment ago. But also got me my daily. Nah, that's weeklies. So I guess I just gotta do starter items now, and that'll complete my dailies. Okay, now mimics are kind of a pain in the butt because they can mimic any ghost. That includes their hunt abilities. So for example, a mimic could decide to be a wraith and teleport to me and hunt on top of me. Or it could decide to be a demon. And when we get to 70% sanity, hunt and kill me. So I'm going to load up some items in here, including the party sticks. Just because it's not that long of a walk, but it is an annoying walk. We'll take another crucifix with us. So we will probably double crucifix up there. Grab a couple smudges. Be nice if we could be able to run up into a hunt. You're about to play Mario Kart with your best friend? Well, have fun, Blue. And I'm going to save level 2000 for Saturday when we do the challenge. I might be like a level or two before it, but I'm saving it. And grab the other salt. So yeah, smudge one's gonna be a pain in the butt. Okay, I think I have all my equipment I'm gonna need. I'll have to ferry it up there. Let's see. Alright, so I need about 22 feet photos. I need some more parabolic. I got one daily done, so yep. Pretty much want to get all the other dailies done. Hi, Yuki. Yuri, why does your name look so different? Did you change your name? Okay, I wanted to make sure I wasn't going crazy there for a moment. I'm like, wait, it used to be Yuri underscore Yuki. Now it's Yuri Yuki underscore. I'm confused. Dirty water. Stop it. The 2 underscore bother me. Ah, okay. I'll make this a salty ghost. See, I do. Oop, I need my other camera. Bring up the other party stick. there. Hey look, they all counted this time. Yeah, I know. I don't need any more of those though. We'll take a couple smudge sticks up with me. Oh, that one just disappeared. Okay, let's grab the last couple items. Because I have been in here for quite a bit. I'm summoning a Yuri. Well, unfortunately it is a mimic. So, it's not a Yuri currently. However, it could decide to be a Yuri. That is the mimic's ability. Yeah, we made the ghost very salty. Actually, you know what? I think I have one more salt canister. There we go. Seem to be doing a lot of walking right around this area. Oh, nope, no, hey, come back here. There you are. Come on. One more photo. That's okay, it can be one of the next games. Oh, you're over there now? Oop, I saw one. I see it. Got it. Okay. Keep these in here with me. Bring over my flashlight. Do some more paramiking. I don't think it's hunting. That was very strange. Okay, I have my smudge right after it. That's good. Actually, you know what? What I do want to do is take one of these crucifixes and I am going to place it right there. What this will do is it will protect me from the ghost spawning on top of me and killing me. They haven't said the exact date, but it was going to be mid this month. They did want 2 weeks from the end of July, so I'm guessing it's going to be coming out next Monday. That's my guess. The main reason I think that is they don't want, I don't think they would want to interrupt the current challenge. Because right now the current challenge has to be done on Sunny Meadows. Now, if they reset everyone's level, you don't get Sunny Meadows unless they're going to change that. Because I know someone who's just playing Phasmo and they got up to like level somewhere in the 20s or something like that, and Sunny Meadows opened up to them. So it'd be... So it'd be stupid for them to do that. And that is why I had that crucifix there. Whoop. Wrong way. Now you understand why I had a crucifix there. I got paramike sound. I don't think that counts for this though. Actually it might. I don't think it did. Cool. Now I gotta repel while it chases. Which is always a doozy. Especially against a mimic. You never know what it decides to be. I think I just ate the crucifix in there. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. Mom, a ghost wants to kill me. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know where the music box is. I thought I knew where it spawned, but apparently I don't. Actually, doesn't it spawn in the living room? I could have swore it did. There's a couple. It's on one of these tables somewhere. It just ate the other crucifix, so it's double eaten that crucifix. It not happy with me. I should double check. Yes, these lockers are open. We need to run in there and find out. Oh, yeah, locker is full. Didn't plan that out very well, did I? Don't make it angry, please. I'm trying not to. Oh, it's in there. How does the mirror work? I only used it once. The same with the music box. I can explain that. So the way the mirror works is when you look at it, obviously you lose sanity, but it shows you the room, the ghost room. Now I'm trying to remember if it's the room the ghost is in at that time or if it's the actual ghost room. Just kind of moving around because I don't want the ghost to spawn on top of me. Although I do have a grace period, so if it did, it's not going to be too big of an issue. Not like the 1 second grace periods I have been playing with. But yeah, when you flip up the mirror, it's going to show you a room that the ghost is in, whether it's the ghost's room or the room the ghost is in. So it's a good way of finding out where the ghost is, if you can identify the room. That's the big challenge, usually. Not hunting yet. The music box works a little differently. When you play it, the ghost will sing, and if it's close enough, like, I forget what the actual distance is, but as it plays, if you bring it closer to the ghost will be drawn towards it. So the ghost will come towards it. Okay, it's hunting now. Here it comes. Hi, ghost! back and grab super important thing. Tell me when it's over. Well, it's over. Oop, got hung up on something. I don't know what it was, but you know what? I'm glad it wasn't a Diogen. So yeah, the way the mirror works is you flip it up, it shows you the room that's the ghost room, or the room the ghost is in. I believe it's usually the ghost room itself. So in my case, if I had the mirror and I would flip it up, I would see the bathroom. Basically, it's almost like standing in the center of that room and slowly rotating around. But you don't want to have it up too long. You don't want to have it up too long because it does drain your sanity when you do it. And when your sanity hits 0, the mirror breaks and causes an instant cursed hunt. Now for the music box, you turn it on, you play it. The ghost will start singing, so it's a way to locate where the ghost is. Once you get within a certain range, the ghost will start walking towards it. Now, you have a lot of times you can set it down. You want to place it. You don't want to throw it. You want to place it down. You can take a picture and then you want to get out of there really quick, because then the ghost is going to hunt after it gets to the music box. It'll get to the music box, cause it to stop, and then a cursed hunt starts. Now, if you throw the music box while it's playing, that starts a cursed hunt right away, regardless of where the ghost is. And if you're too far away, the ghosts won't come and the box will actually finish and close. But the whole time the box is playing, you are losing sanity. So you could lower your sanity really badly with it. And I don't remember if you hit 0 while it's still playing, if it causes an instant hunt or not. So there we go, we had a mimic. We got the bone, we got the perfect investigation bonus, by the way. Alright. So now we can do a survivor only. Yeah, we can do a starter items only. Oh, which is going to make me 1 short for today. Yes, there's 2 left. This says I need 3. So let's go ahead and remove everything from the truck. I'm going to lower down to intermediate, because with intermediate, so unfortunately amateur is 1x, so you don't really make a lot. I mean, technically I could. I'm not really interested in level. You know, no. We won't do baby mode. We will do intermediate. Although I am kind of doing baby mode by doing it this way. As far as the other cursed items, those are pretty self-explanatory. The Ouija board, or Ouija board, or Waluigi, like I call it sometimes. Yeah, we know. That particular item obviously is pretty simple. You turn it on, the little thing appears, and you ask it a question. Okay, I'll hydrate. You can ask it like, where are you? And it'll tell you the room that it is in. Not necessarily the ghost room. Normally it is. But what room is it currently in? Now, the thing to remember is that drains a lot of sanity asking that particular question. There are other questions you can ask. You can ask, how old are you? For example. It'll give you an age. That's actually a good way to determine if you have a Thay. Now I'll go into detail about Thay a little bit later. But you can ask it the question and then spend some time in the ghost room, then ask it again, how old are you? And the age will change. Now you can also get EMF. You know, I didn't even look where the breaker is. There's 3 locations here that the breaker could be. Now you can get an EMF, actually it's only 2, but it's over in the workshop. You can get EMF readings off of it, so you can use it to get an EMF 5, if that's that kind of ghost. Now, there is a cursed hunt with it as well, as all of the cursed items have. The cursed hunt for the Ouija board is if you leave it on and you walk away. These are open. You know, I should have grabbed a EMF because I gotta find where it is. So if you leave it on and you walk away, once you get so far away, I don't know, 3-4 meters or something like that, the board will break, and that causes an instant cursed hunt. The other way you can get it is probably one of Blue's favorites, and that is you say hide and seek while the board is active. At that point, it will count down from 5 to 0. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit 0, and then the board blows up, like if you walked away. And that causes an instant hunt as well. A cursed hunt. And when I say cursed hunt, it means it runs longer than a normal hunt would. So, what do we have today? Not seeing cards. That's a hiding spot. Oh, there's the skull. I found the bone. I should have grabbed the camera. So let's see, we talked about the mirror, we talked about the music box. The board obviously is what it is. Cards are pretty self-explanatory. They're tarot cards. You get them, they do various things like trap the ghost in the ghost room, force an event, drain your sanity, give you sanity, replenish your sanity, etc., etc. Phasma lessons with Viper, yep. And you can draw what's called a High Priestess, which is a rare card to get. A High Priestess. So you're around here because you broke the lights. How dare you? Ah, there's the other light switch. So I'm guessing you're somewhere around here. If you pull a High Priestess, if you're playing multiplayer, anyone who has died will be revived. I heard it bonk on a window. If you draw a High Priestess, here it is. So it's probably in this room. We'll risk it. If you draw a High Priestess while in single player mode, that means you can die and you will be revived automatically after the hunt, which the hunt will end immediately because you're the only person. But in a multiplayer, the jeez, you're way over there now. So you're in this entire area. Great. If in multiplayer, High Priestess will revive anyone who has died. The last player that died. If no player has died, the next player to die will be revived. And they are protected from the current hunt if it is a extended hunt. So you got that going for you. Let's see, the summoning circle. That one's kind of been... It's not the best. It's not very good right now. So, obviously you have a pentagram and a circle with 5 candles. You light the candles, and once all the candles have been lit, the ghost will appear in the center. Darn you. I don't have sandy pills. The ghost will... Yeah, I hear you. The ghost will be summoned. Okay. Thank you. Fingerprints. Now you can take a photo because you have a little bit of a grace period, and then you want to get out of there because it will hunt shortly after. Now, the bad thing about the summoning circle, and the hunt's a cursed hunt. The bad thing about the summoning circle, you pretty much have to have 90% or greater sanity to use it. Because if you do not, you cannot use it. And we don't know why they made it that way, but if you're below 90, you light the candles. Before you get to the last one, they'll start blowing out. Now the other thing about the summoning circle is each candle you light chews away some of your sanity. You lose 15%, I think it is, 10 or 15% per candle, something like that. I think the difficulty in the map matters too, but we don't use it that much because, again, you have to go in there and use it right away. There is no, well, maybe we'll use it later. No, you have to use it right away or chew all your pills to get up to 100%. So yeah, not a lot of people like that. Oni wasn't an option anyways. Alright. So we talked about the circle, the board, the cards. So you would not want to do it alone. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's easier alone. Usually you'll have one person light it and then... Well, I take that back. It's not easier alone. It's helpful to have someone there because you'll have someone light it. The other person can have a camera. Yeah, you lose a lot of sanity doing it. But the other person can have a camera, so if you successfully do it, one person can take a picture, you both run away, and the other person who has the lighter would also have a smudge. So it helps protect you. Well, it turned off the light, so it's not a mare. The other bad thing about summoning circle, I just remembered. You need to be careful and mindful of the hunt. If you are lighting a summoning circle and you go to light the last candle, and before you light it, the ghost starts a hunt, because the summoning circle brings the ghost to that circle, it will start the hunt almost immediately right there. So you gotta be careful with that. You gotta be mindful of whether it's hunting or not. Another thing to hate about the summoning circle. So we got the circle, we got the board, we got the music box, we got the mirror, we got the tarot cards, the voodoo. Voodoo. Voodoo doll obviously is pretty self-explanatory as well. A voodoo doll is a doll very similar to the one I have that has pins in it. And as you use it, it will randomly use one of those pins. Now, there is a heart and a pin in the heart. You have a random chance of that pin going in. If that pin goes in, it starts a cursed hunt. And then after the hunt, you can actually use the rest of the pins as well without a cursed hunt. I think it drains a little bit of sanity each time you do it, but if you're at 0 sanity, you try to use it, it sucks all the pins in and causes a cursed hunt. Are you here? How old are you? Okay, it is old. So you gotta be careful with that too. Oh, do we got another mimic? You know what? I put a camera in there. Let's go check the camera. Now the newest cursed item is called the monkey paw. I thought it was death if you got the pin in the heart. No, it just starts a hunt. Now, that can result in your death, but it doesn't instantly kill you. In fact, the only cursed object that will instantly kill you is a hanged man card in the tarot deck. That is the only cursed item that kills you right away. Now, the monkey paw, which, you know, I just remembered it. The cursed possessions were listed in here too. Let me just see if I missed any. So we talked about the board, talked about the mirror, talked about the voodoo, talked about the circle, the music box, tarot cards. Now the monkey paw. It's a mummified monkey paw. It grants 5 total wishes. And it can be for anyone. You know, I could do 3 wishes, Blue could do 1 wish, and Legend could do another wish. It's 5 total. Now, the wishes are actually right down here. The found wishes. I wish to see the ghost. I wish for sanity. I wish for life. I wish to leave. I wish for activity. I wish the ghost was trapped. I wish to be safe. I wish for knowledge. Each of those, it's a 2-edged sword. Each of those wishes will grant you what you wish for, but you get a negative effect with it as well. Let me actually, just want to see if there's any ghost orbs in there. So you get a negative effect. So, I wish to see the ghost. Actually, I'm not sure what the negative effect on that one is. No. You can use the wish only... You can use the wish only once. There's actually one other wish that's not listed in here, and you can wish for specific weather. But you can only use the wish once. Now, the knowledge one. We'll start with that one. You wouldn't want to wish for it twice anyways. Doing I wish for knowledge will remove one of the evidence that is not the ghost. So like if it was not ghost orbs, it would cross off ghost orbs like this. It'd be blacked out. And all the ghosts associated with no ghost orbs would be blocked out as well. Yeah, I was looking for mimic, so I don't see any orbs, so we're fine there. Freezing, writing. Won't be an EMF, so it's dots, writing, or freezing. Okay. So that's what it will do. It will eliminate one evidence for you. But the side effect, you are basically blind and deaf. Not death as in died, but deaf as in can't hear. Your audio is very restricted. It's like yelling across floors. Hi, D! Your vision is very dark. You can barely see in front of you. That is what happens when you wish for knowledge. Sorry, talking too much. My throat's getting a little dry. I wish to be safe. I don't think I've really figured out that one yet. Don't really know what it does. Because it doesn't really make you safe. I wish the ghost was trapped. What that does is it locks the ghost in the ghost room. However, it locks you in whatever room you're in as well. I'm doing alright. How are you? So if I'm in a room and I wish the ghost to be trapped, my room will lock as well. So I'm stuck there. If I'm in a hallway and the entrance door is the only other door, it locks me from leaving. Just stream hopping? Ah, yeah. Well, we're just doing a little Phasmo and talking about some of the Phasmo stuff. Now, after a minute or two, I think it's 2 minutes, the ghost will hunt. So, yeah, you gotta be careful with that one. I wish for activity just makes the ghost do something. I don't remember if it causes a hunt. I'm not 100% sure of the bad for that one yet. I wish to leave. During a hunt, you can wish to leave. However, you want to be at the front door or an exit door when you do that. Oh, actually, you know what? I remember. I wish to be safe. The bad thing about it is I think the cursed hunt is a Diogen hunt or something like that. I remember something like that one. But for I wish to leave, when you make that wish, the exterior doors will unlock during the hunt. However, you will be like 25% speed with low visibility. And I think low audio. Temporarily. So you definitely want to be ready to go, and you don't want the ghost anywhere near you at that time. I wish for life. I don't remember what that one does, and I don't remember the effects of it. We don't really use that one. We haven't messed too much with the monkey paw. I wish for sanity. This one is a two-edged sword depending on when you use it. If you use it right away, yours and everyone else in the server's sanity will drop to 50. And I think it drains a little faster. However, if you are below 50 and everyone else, it will have the same effect. If you are below 50 and you wish for sanity, it will take you up to 50%, as well as anyone else, whether they were above or low, everyone goes to 50. Again, I believe it causes sanity drain to happen a lot faster. I wish to see the ghost. Basically, the ghost appears in front of you. However, I do believe after a moment it causes a cursed hunt. So, hopefully the ghost never roamed out of that room while we were talking about the objects. And then the one that is not in there is changing the weather. Like I wish for sunny, I wish for fog, I wish for heavy rain, I wish for light rain, etc., etc. You can use that wish only once and it just changes the weather. Yep, there we go. Okay, dots. It's a phantom. Still pretty high sanity. Capture a photo, which I could technically do. I can't get it to blow out a candle. I'm not going to sit around and wait for a ghost because we're still at 75. We're just going to move on. We know it's a phantom. I have my daily done. I survived with starter items. And there we go.
There's some jobs ready for you.
We got my 2 dailies. And that's that. Now the new dailies are out. As you can see, it says resets in 23 minutes. They're 23 hours and 29 minutes. That is because when you are in the game and you're playing and it goes to a reset, until you leave and come back, it does not update this. These reset in 3 days, so I believe when the weekly tasks here reset, that is when Progression 2.0 comes out. That is my thinking. They haven't said they needed more time or anything yet, but that is my thinking. So Saturday we should be able to knock out level 2000 really easy, because we have the challenge mode at Sunny Meadows that gives you 30 levels, and as you can see, that will put me at 2006 levels. Alright, let's I don't want those. No, actually I do want that. Auto add everything. We will switch back into Pro. And we'll go to Willow. I like Willow. Tanglewood is my most played location, which is kind of funny. It is the very first house, it's the starter house, it's the training house, it's everything. I think a lot of people have this one. I believe these stats are overall, even though they never had the stats for a while. I could be wrong, and they could just be from when they started tracking these, but it is kind of interesting to see what goes on. I've died the most to a Morai. That's because it gets faster the lower your sanity gets. And I have all the bones. I have the mirror. I have all the cards. Sucks that you can't scroll and look. I have the monkey paw, which if I remember, I think it twitches. Nope. I got the music box. I have the summoning circle candles. I have the voodoo doll. So this is the voodoo doll. As I mentioned, when you use it, a random pin would go in. If this pin goes in, it causes an instant hunt, or a cursed hunt, which just runs a little longer. Then you can use the rest of the pins. If you have no sanity, all the pins go in at once. And this is the Ouija board, or Ouija board, as it's been sometimes called, or Waluigi board, as I sometimes will call it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7 total items. I must have just not knew where the music box spawned. Interesting. Over here we actually have the Halloween 2022, the Christmas holidays 2022. In fact, with this one, it's actually one of the farmhouses. This is the Easter 2023. So far they haven't done any new special events. More to come soon. I did do a bronze apocalypse challenge. Those are frustrating. I died twice? No, I died once. I got lucky. I had a cooperative ghost. Both times was actually cooperative, except the first time it spawned hunted right on top of me. Oh yeah, and then I have, so I have the holidays 2022, the Easter 23, and this is the default. In the Progression 2.0, you get another badge, you get to customize it, do various things, so it's going to be interesting. Oh, I don't think Blue's still around. Blue, if you're still around, have you seen the update about the cameras and tripods? Cleansed. We gotta escape a hunt, blow out candle. Let's see, we need to do at least parabolic and footstep photo. Okay. Breaker is in the garage. On this map, the breaker only spawns in two locations, either the garage or the basement. Sounds like we got heavy rain. Well, I don't know. We'll see if we get thunder. No power. Because everything above intermediate, the power starts off. Jeez, no hiding. There's only one hiding spot in here. Another skull for the collection. This map has probably the least amount of hiding spots. But it does have some tricks. So, if you have these doors closed, you can actually stand here and watch the ghost and it will not see you. Because it cannot see through doors. At least those doors. Actually, I don't think it can see through any doors. So something to keep in mind if you're trying to figure out the ghost. There are... I just heard a touch a door. There are some abilities or some hunts. This door. So either it's in this hallway or it's in the basement. One of the two. If you can observe a ghost during a hunt, sometimes that will tell you what the ghost is. Now, there's various ghosts that do various things. A phantom... Oh, why did I turn that off? Okay, so we don't have a mirror. Mirror spawns over there. A phantom, while it is hunting, the ghost will kind of blink. A phantom will be mostly disappeared. So like it will blink for longer periods. It will be, you know, showing itself for a little bit of time and then blink, or then not show itself for a longer period, then show itself quickly, then not show itself. So that tells you it's most likely a phantom. An Oni is the opposite. It has very quick blinks and is mostly visible. We know it's not circle. Circle spawns here. Now there are some specialty ones that are interesting. Thank you. Okay, so we have EMF 5. Drop that. Now let's see. A Hauntu has a rare chance. I don't think it happens often, but it can happen. When it's hunting, you can see its breath. Like it'll actually make a plume, a breath plume. You know what? I don't want that. So if you see that during a hunt, it's most likely a Hauntu. Now the Obaki? I get the Obaki and Unreal mixed up sometimes. Obaki. Obaki has a couple of unique features. Obaki, when it touches a door or an object that it can leave fingerprints on, sometimes it will not leave a fingerprint. Normally, the all ghosts who do fingerprints, with the exception of Obaki, will leave a fingerprint guaranteed, unless you tweak the settings. So we're going to assume normal builds. Every ghost will leave a fingerprint, and Obaki has a chance not to leave a fingerprint. Now the other unique thing is an Obaki has a chance to leave a six finger fingerprint. And that's because it's a shapeshifter, so that's indicating that it changed its shape. Now another way you can also do it, or figure out as an Obaki, is during a hunt. We'll just set this up right here, and I'm actually gonna move this stuff. During a hunt, and it is rare. Where are you? During a hunt, and it's rare, an Obaki has a chance to change its ghost model. Now, if you've seen the hunts, you see that a ghost will pick a model, and that's the model, like the big butcher or something. I'm going to go play Valorant, wish you the best of luck. Okay. It could be the big butcher. But during the hunt, if you see one of the blinks, it decides to be patient 37, whatever her name is, and then switches back to the butcher. That's an Obaki ability. And that's it shape-shifting. Now, the bad thing is that can happen at the start, it can happen at the end, it can happen in the middle. So if you don't see the entire hunt, you could miss it. But it has a chance to happen. Something else that we do to help determine what the ghost is. Let me do this real quick. Are you here? How old are you? Are you here? How old are you? Okay, I saw dots. Let's see, which one were we talking about again? I was talking about Obaki. The shape-shifting. Oh, you've probably noticed how I place the book and the dots. I place them very specifically. I will demonstrate, let's see, who do we got? Wraith, Goryo, Raiju. I'll demonstrate that here in a moment. I place it specifically for a reason. The main reason is you want to keep track of the book. So I placed the book and the dots like touching together like that. Same with that one. The reason for that, if you have all three evidences available, if the ghost throws the writing book, it is not a writing ghost. Because that is the interaction with the book. It throws it. Now, something to keep in mind. On Nightmare and Insanity mode, you do not get all three evidences. You only get 2 for Nightmare and 1 for Insanity. Now, that evidence could be writing, but it could be a writing ghost, but that's not the given evidence. And if it throws the book in one of those modes, you can't rule out it's not writing. We've tested that actually. We actually had a ghost that was a writing ghost, but that was not one of our evidence, and it threw the book. So just something to keep in mind. Raiju is also a fun one. Actually, Diogen's the funnest. As long as you have a smudge or a big enough room to work in. But a Raiju. 6, 4... Did you move? He moved. Why? Yuri is a fun one as well, just saying. Well, you're the fun Yuri. The Yuri in this game is not very fun. You're more fun than it is. A Raiju. During a hunt, if it goes near your electronics that you've placed, like the flashlight being on, those dot sensors, the EMF being on, it will speed up until it's out of that range and then it slows back down. So that's one way you can tell a Raiju, if you have a lot of electrical equipment around and you hear it going really fast and then slow down. True, but the Yuri in this game is more scary, so I gotta learn from them. Yeah, the Yuri in this game drains your sanity. Yuri has been known to have a stronger effect on people's sanity, and I've experienced it. Smudging a Yuri's place of death will trap it temporarily, reducing how much it wanders. Sucks your life out. Mwahaha. I talked about Morai a little bit. Basically, it lowers your sanity, and the lower your sanity, the faster it is. I didn't see fingerprints. Writing is not even an option. Prints would make it a Goryo. Actually, it's not Goryo. Now, the reason I ruled out Goryo so quickly is because I had dots while I was standing in the dots sensor. You might ask, why is that unique? A Goryo will usually only show itself on camera if there are no people nearby. I was standing on the dot sensor when it went through the dots and I could see it without a camera. That's why I ruled out Goryo. What was Goryo? Fingerprints? Okay, so it's not gonna be fingerprints. I haven't got freezing yet. Oof. The Wraith has a couple ways to test. Obviously I could do box. The other way is with salt and a sensor. Motion sensor. Just did dots. So a Wraith, now it says a Wraith floats. Wraiths almost never touch the ground, meaning it can't be tracked by footsteps. The Wraith in this game does not actually float. If you see it floating, it's just a glitch. It's not actually floating. Now, what the... still says it's in here. What it means by it is always floating and can't be tracked. The salt I place down, if it is a Wraith, it will trip the sensor and leave no footprints. It won't even step in the salt. So if we hear that motion sensor go off and we go and check and there's no footprint in the salt, it's a Wraith. The dots are always funny to watch. That shows you what the dots look like. So a lot of people sometimes have trouble determining the dots, but it's like a white silhouette person going through it. You can get a 3-star dots photo. I've done it. It's hard, but you can do it. Currently, I don't know if the dots indicate what the ghost is actually doing. I know in the progression update, you will actually watch the ghost walk around like normal with the dots, if it is a dots ghost. That's the key thing with all these. It has to be that evidence. Let me go throw these in. So earlier I said Diogens are fun, and that is because they are what we sometimes call the looping ghost. Now I don't mean they're loopy as in ha 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 block me up type of thing. No. The way a Dio works, Dio or Diogen, is the Diogen is super fast. It is quick, although a Thay at zero, the zero level Thay is faster, I think. But a Diogen. Okay, so we're not dealing with a Wraith. Good to know. A Diogen. I need cameras. So a Diogen is fast and will always know where you are. I only got one. So it will always know where you are, so you cannot hide from it. Which means if you're hi, well, I don't know what happened there. If you are hiding in a locker, it will know you're there. It will come after you. It will kill you. So that is something to keep in mind with a Diogen. Now, the flip side of a Diogen. When it gets close to you, it slows down to the point to where you can almost outpace it by walking. So you can get away from a Diogen. Alright, it's not a Wraith because we saw... Oh, there it is. It's a Raiju. I have to do an escape so I can maybe show you the Raiju ability. And heavy rain will extinguish any flame. Yes, he will. Now, again, because it's close to you, he will be very slow. And I've actually used that to my advantage, where I've had it hunt near me, come running up to me, and as soon as I hear it go slow, I smudge and run out of the locker, or wherever hiding I am, and I get ahead of it. And you gotta just go to a spot where you can go around in a circle. Now here, obviously you could, walk it around here. You gotta be careful of this spot right here. The kitchen is another good location because you can just constantly walk it around here. Just be careful of the double back. The garage is also another one with the truck. Because if it doubles back, it could potentially kill you because you're going to go running right into the ghost. But past that, once you get past the Dio, it's really easy to live. And like I said, we have a Raiju, which is going to be fun. Mimic, obviously it can be any of these ghosts and follow any of their abilities and requirements and all that stuff. A Thay ages if you are near it. You have to be like really close to it. Another perfect investigation if I can do these. Oh, blew out a candle. Thank you! A Thay will be very quick right when you start if you haven't been in the ghost room. I mean, it's really fast. It will, as you hang out in the ghost room, it will age. It gets older and older, and every, I don't know, I forget what it is, every few seconds or something like that. Not every few seconds, but every like minute that you're in there with the ghost near it, it ages a level. I don't know exactly what the age range is, so we'll call them levels, and there's 10 levels. It starts at 0 and goes to like 10. Each time it ages, it gets slower. Now I had one fool me because I had aged it enough to the point it sounded like a normal ghost. So I had ruled out Thay. And actually this Raiju can hunt at a higher sanity with electronics around. And I have a lot of electronics in there right now. So, yeah. These can be interesting. Revenant. Now, I was, the last person I rated, Jezbo. She was playing Phasmophobia with a couple other people. The highest person in there, I think, was like level 200 something. But Jezbo and several of the other ones were kind of new. Didn't really know everything, or know a lot. So, as I'm sitting here watching them, I'm actually providing information. Take a double there, because I have a feeling it's going to count the footstep, or it being in the salt. I heard something. So I'm providing them information as we go. There was one time they were at Sunny Meadows. One of the people died. And because they were streaming, there was two people streaming. Actually, all four of them were streaming. But two of them I was in their chats. I was watching the ghost behavior through the dead person's stream. And I could see it was very slow when no one was there. And they were trying to figure out what the ghost was. I told them it was a rev, or that I believe it's a rev, because it's slow. However, they fixated on Wraith, and that it had yet to step in salt, and that one of them said that they saw it floating, and so they gravitated towards Wraith. Now, the person that died, he actually trusts my judgment, and he put Revenant down. And lo and behold, it was a Revenant, because it was slow when no one was there. And that's what a Revenant does. It is slow moving, and when it sees you, it speeds up really quickly. Professional. No, I'm far from professional. I just have a lot of knowledge. A lot of it's from stuff that we've learned, a lot of it's from the wiki, and a lot of it's from stuff I've gleaned from other people that play Phasmo a lot more than I do. But because of how often I've been playing it, I know a lot, and I have to apply a lot to be able to do that, especially when we do crazy stuff. We haven't done anything too crazy, but we have done random, where it was a random difficulty, not the amateur, intermediate, professional, nightmare, insanity random. You go to custom difficulty and you say randomize, and it randomizes everything. You could get a broken activity monitor, a sanity monitor, no fuse box on the map, and a broken fuse box, as well as a 250 speed ghost and your 50% with no sprint. We've gotten those. Those are horrible. So you can get those, and that's probably the most hardcore thing we've done, and we did it on random maps. So we also randomized the map, which means sometimes we got Sunny Meadows, which is not fun on those settings. And in fact, you actually have to play those settings for the Apocalypse Challenge, which I only got bronze because going to silver, you there's a let's see, going to silver, there's going to be I think at that point you gotta start changing the speed of your character, and you don't have sprint, which is annoying. I'm going to borrow this crucifix. I'm going to set this up over here. I heard it throw something. So your sanity is still kind of high. there's a smudge, and I am actually going to close this. So that's why I only have the bronze. I moved the crucifix because I want some protection where I am, so the ghost doesn't hunt on top of me. I do want to hunt because I do want to illustrate the speed, although it may be hard because there's a lot of electrical equipment over there. But yeah, I hate the walk. It's horrible. It'd be nice if you could run, and then when the hunt starts, then you got the stamina issue. A Hantu is very similar to a Raiju in that it's faster when it's cold. If the room is cold or freezing, a Hantu will be faster, and it slows down when it's warmer. Now, it can make the room colder and speed itself up that way. So that's something to keep in mind. Oni, the best way to rule those out is get a ghost ball, mist ball, whatever you want to call them. They're that little mist that comes and touches you and hisses at you and stuff. Onis can't do that. Jinns are an interesting character as well. Their power revolves around the breaker. The Jinn will not turn off the power because its ability relies on the power being on. The Jinn has essentially two abilities. One is during a hunt, the other one is passive. The passive one, when it does a ghost event, like or just throws something, it throws a bottle, and you're near it, it can drain more sanity than normal when the power's on. If the power's off, it's normal. The other ability is when it hunts. If the power is on, it sees you, it will speed up until it gets 3-4 meters from you, and then it slows back down. If the breaker is off, it just normal speed. Phantom, if you take a picture, that's the hiss I'm talking about. That would mean it was not an Oni. Obviously, we already know what it is. Now, the other thing you gotta be careful is when it does that, there's a chance if you're within hunting range, the ghost can hunt at that point. Which is why I have a crucifix sitting over there. What else we got? Phantom. You take a picture of a phantom, it disappears. Now, sometimes it disappears because it's the end of the ghost event or you're too close. But your photo will say ghost, but there will be no ghost in the photo. And it will be crystal clear, like these footstep ones. Because normally it's all distorted with the ghost being there. That's a phantom. Poltergeist, those are also pretty easy. They like to yeet stuff across the room. I mean, they will throw stuff like crazy. There's a table in the kitchen, has a couple plates, some silverware on there. If a poltergeist during a hunt walks by that, it will basically clear that table. It likes throwing stuff. Mylene, very quiet when hunting. So this is what we use a flashlight for. We'll lay it on the ground like that is. If the flashlight starts flickering before we hear footsteps on the same level, which you gotta be careful because if it's above you, it'll cause the lights to flicker, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a Mylene because of the sound occlusion, because you're on different levels. But for example, if a Mylene started hunting from the bedroom here, walked towards the kitchen, if this light started flickering and then after it started flickering, I started to hear footsteps, it's a Mylene because it can only it's quiet. That can kill you pretty quickly too. Yokai revolves around talking. Now Morai, we mentioned, can curse you if you get a spirit box response, which is true. But the yokai, actually, is it specifically talking? Yes, talking near a yokai increases the chance of attack to the point to where you can still be high sanity, talk right next to it, and it decides to hunt. Now, it is also the stupid ghost, you could say. It can only hear voices close to it, and we're talking, you know, like 2 meters or less, or something like that, 1.5. You almost have to be right next to it to talk, or for it to hear you. That includes electrical equipment. So it could be over in the kitchen, and I could be standing here in the middle of the living room, yell at it, have my flashlight on, and it will not care, won't know. So that's one way. Hear how fast it is. Now it's downstairs and it's a lot slower because I have no electrical equipment down there. That is a Raiju. Oh wow, it even ate a crucifix. How about that? It looks like it fully ate it too. Hold on to my dual smudge stick, so it should hunt somewhat again. Who have we not really talked about? Banshee has a target on a multiplayer. Obviously, if you're solo, you are the target. On a multiplayer, it will pick a person that is its target. It will only go after that person as long as they're in the house. If they're not in the house during a hunt, and the other players are, it will randomly pick another one or hunt normally. But, fun part with the Banshee, if you are not the target, you could go up and touch the ghost. Quite literally, you can walk side by side with the ghost, you can walk through it. It will not kill you. Red light. So that's a fun thing about that. Spirit doesn't really have any special abilities. Shade, if you are in the room with the shade, it will not hunt. You have to be outside the room because it will not hunt with people near it. Jeez, this thing is doing a lot of ghost events. Unryo does not like flame. So having a candle nearby, it will blow it out or go away from it. The candles kind of act as a crucifix. Right now it's downstairs, unfortunately. Yep, there it is. Hey, ghost! Aw. There you are. Okay. So at this point, there's only my flashlight that's on. Twins. One twin is faster, the other twin is slower. Very slightly. Oh, it's hunting. think it went downstairs. Lights are all still flickering. Hey, ghost! Yeah, it's a sad Raiju. I needed to come here, but I couldn't tell where it was. Yeah, one twin is slightly slower, one twin is slightly faster than normal. There's not two ghosts, it's just they act like two ghosts. They can do two interactions at once. One usually does it within a small radius, the other one's a bigger radius, so some of the ways you can determine a twin. Demons can hunt at 70% sanity, not a guarantee. Hey, ghost! Ghost, come here! Really? Someone's gonna die again before it even gets to me. Yep. Jeez. I don't know why he keeps going downstairs. Yeah, Spirit, nothing special. Yuri drains your sanity a little bit faster than normal. Unryo doesn't like flame. That's pretty much all of them. They all have unique abilities that you can detect sometimes during a hunt just by the behavior. Hey, ghost! Hey! When you smudge a ghost, it kind of goes stupid for a moment. It loses track of you. So I usually like what I do is what I call kissing the ghost, where I smudge it and I run right through it. All right, that was it. But it's definitely a Raiju because you heard how fast it was while the electronics were there, and it slowed down when there was less electronics. I think a camera on the ground counts as electronics. Actually, you know what? Let's this will probably kill me, but I don't really care. Money's being reset in less than a week, levels being reset in less than a week, and I'm pretty much already at 2,000 once I do the challenge. I just saw we have tarot cards, which I did not get a photo of, but it doesn't matter. So there is a game that we like to play, and it's called Tarot Card Roulette. Usually we play this with multiple people. Basically, we go somewhere, usually out in an open area somewhere, or somewhere away from the ghost, and we draw a card. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune has two colors, green, like you saw, and a red. The green means I got sanity. Well, I'm at 100, 25% sanity. I'm already at 100, so that didn't really hurt or help. The red one will take away 25% sanity. The tower causes an event. You heard it throw something. Another tower. I didn't hear anything. I did dots. Death is instant hunt. Slow down. So a death card is an instant hunt. Now, if you pull cards during the hunt, they will all be fool cards. A fool card is basically a fake card. So it's always fun when you get those hangman and then it changes to a fool. I believe this counts as a cursed hunt, so it's a little longer than normal. Oh yeah, and even in hiding, you can still get heartbeats. That does not mean the ghost sees you. It just means the ghost is nearby. Unless it's a Dio, then yes, it will always see you. Alright, what do we got? The Hermit. It is now locked in the kitchen. The tower. Interaction. Devil. Does a ghost event. Let's see here. I think I still got enough sanity. Now, that ghost event does drain sanity. Keep that in mind. Tower. Another interaction. Interaction. The moon. That drained my sanity. We're just going to smudge and leave. So if I had gotten a hanged man, I would be dead. That's why I said this could possibly kill me. And that last card was a moon, so as you can see, I have 0 sanity. The sun card will give you 100% sanity no matter what level you're at. Moon takes it away. And then the Wheel of Fortune is either gives 25 or takes away 25, one of the two.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
You did! Another perfect investigation. So 1979, so we'll be level 2009 once we do that. Let's see, what do we got? Ooh, 4 more footsteps. Parabolic's a pain in the butt. I may not do that one. I may not get that one finished. Footsteps, so I can probably finish on Saturday when we do the event. I may actually end early. Because, well, actually, let's see. Yeah, Blue, I know you're having a sleepover. Legend said he might be able to join. I haven't heard from him, so I don't think he's going to join. But yeah, so that's a lot of Phasmo in a nutshell. We've talked about it before, and you've probably seen it before. All these items out here, the ones that you can see, are all the new items that we'll be using, as well as the current ones. If it doesn't say coming soon, it's the current ones that we have. Now, we have seen the salt, we've seen the paramic, we've seen the... I think we've seen the box. No, I don't think we have. With thermometers we've seen. EMF we've seen. The camera and tripod was actually released today. We have not really seen a lot of the other items, like we don't know the details of this, you know, the snake oil, the sanity pills. And someone had mentioned, Incident mentioned that this is an adrenaline shot. I'm not 100% on that, so that's going to be interesting. We've got the book. Obviously these don't say coming soon on some of them. Tier 1, Tier 2 is our current, and then Tier 3. Sound sensors, we have Tier 1, and then there's a Tier 2, and we don't know what Tier 3 will be. Right now we get both glow sticks and UV flashlight, but now those will be tiers. And supposedly, these will be somewhat reusable, like you could shake them again to get more glow out of them. And then we got the big honker. And then it's the same with the flashlight. You got the crappy flashlight, then you got the strong, and then some type of stronger flashlight. Oh yeah, we also seen the dots. They've revealed how the dots are going to work too. It is just very interesting to see how some of this stuff is going to work. The salt is really cool. I can't wait to play with that. Or the tripod for that matter. The first one is kind of flimsy. The next two are stronger and motorized, so you can control them from the truck. But yeah, still a lot to be revealed, which I'm kind of surprised that they haven't revealed more, because it feels like a lot of these dev previews are being missed. It's possible that there won't be a dev preview anymore, but they will release more knowledge information, or knowledge articles, I guess you could call them. And in case you're wondering about the UV on here, this is a code. We've already decoded it. I'm not going to say what it is, just in case someone didn't want spoilers. But to figure out how to decode this, if you saw on... where do I want to go? I want to go over here. If you saw on Willow Street in the bedroom, there was that symbol. And next to it was a clue. I was going to say a poem. It's not really a poem. It's a clue. And it tells you where to go look and in what weather, if required, or what other requirements. It lets you know where to go look for what this clue means. And basically it will say like, this symbol equals a letter. And you have to go around and find where each of the clues are. That tells you where to go find what the letter is. And you would have to use like the custom mode to sometimes do it. Or you could use the monkey paw, especially for the weather. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4. So we've already decoded this. We have theories as to what it means. Nothing has been confirmed. So we will just have to wait and see. But like I said, I'm probably going to end it. That was loud. Sorry about that. End it a little early. Like I said, this wasn't meant for grinding levels or anything like that. Technically, I probably could have played something else. Where's the yeet? Hello, are you working? It works. You demand a refund. The bot is there. What is going on? I don't know why all of a sudden it broke. That was working. And other throws have been working. They were working. Yeah. Oh well, I'm in stream. Star Moon, I will refund those once I end stream. I don't have the Twitch up right now, so it's really hard for me to go refund it. Please refrain from redeeming throws for now. If you continue to do it, I won't refund. Okay. I will refund, but if you were to continue doing it, I know you're just doing it just to do it. I mean, here I can give you the throw something at me. There you go. It was a golf ball. But the yeet I will have to refund, and I'll have to figure out what's going on because it was working earlier. Okay, and a hydrate. Even though I'm just getting ready to end here. Been talking a lot today. Trying to fill the time. Talking about the ghosts, talking about the cursed possessions and stuff. Did I get my levels? Well, I mean, I'm not at 2,000 yet, but we still have to do the weekly challenge at Sunny Meadows, and that will give me 30 levels when we're done. I'm at 1,979. 30 levels will put me at 2,009. Plus, we're going to play a little bit after that. So Saturday, I should be getting my level 2,000. Now, there is a chance that they could release the update any day before then, which would be tomorrow or Saturday before I stream. But because releasing that and resetting everyone's level will interrupt the challenge, I doubt they were going to do it, because the challenge is on Sunny Meadows. You have to be a specific level or above to access Sunny Meadows currently. Now, that could change with the upgrade or with the progression update. I doubt they will. I have a feeling some stuff will still be locked behind levels. So for them to do that with the last 2 days of that challenge, chances are very low that they would. It'd be very stupid for them to do it. So I have a feeling that the progression update will be coming out on Monday sometime. They're over in the UK, so it'll probably be like Sunday night before Monday. Something like that. But since I'm going to be doing it on Tuesday or on Saturday, shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, so I don't think they're going to do it before Monday. And worst comes to worst, they're going to ask for another week maybe. I don't think they are. They haven't said that they're going to, but you never know. But yeah, I believe it's coming out basically Sunday to Monday midnight UK time, so that's GMT because they are over in the UK. I am Eastern. Right now we are Eastern Daylight, so we are -4 because we spring forward. I wish that stuff would go away. So that would be, let's see if it was, that would be 8 o'clock my time Sunday, roughly. A good way to keep track is the weekly task resets in 3 days. So as long as that reset does not change back to 7 days and all this resets, we are good to go. It's really nice to listen to that stuff since I want to try out Phasmo soon too, and extra knowledge is always helpful. It is. Hey Blue, have you seen the update about the tripods and the cameras? It was released today. Yes. Tripods are going to be interesting. Camera, not so much. It looks like they just made the screen smaller for the older one, the normal one that we're used to, and then a bigger screen. So all you're really getting is screen real estate. But apparently it also won't mess up as much near a ghost. I know you don't like Ensign, but I was watching him. He mentioned that apparently there may be some that may come into play later on with evidence, in that instead of taking a picture of the phone ringing, for example, you have to record it on a video camera. He's just speculating, so that may not even happen, but it is an interesting thought, and yeah, I could see that. I mean, it'd take a bit to implement, but I can see that. But yep, I'm all staged up for Saturday, Blue. I'll be getting that level 2,000 at that point. Once we do the challenge on Sunny Meadows. I can't wait to try out the motorized tripod, but it's going to be a little bit because you have to grind and get money up before. So basically you're going to have to get levels up, and at certain levels I think stuff unlocks, but then you got to pay a big upfront fee So let's say the tripod is 50 bucks. Even so, the original tripod is 50 bucks. To get to level 2, you gotta pay 500 bucks to unlock it. And once it's unlocked, that one's 50 bucks as well. Something like that. We'll have to wait and see. There's no full details on that, so everything is always a work in progress until released. So bear that in mind. So by the time you try Phasmo, you're most likely going to be in progression 2.0. So you will be prestige 0, starting from the ground. Everyone who's been in the beta, and I'm using air quotes, that we've been playing, I mean, we've played since the old layout, the old truck, the old asylum, the old way of doing jobs where it randomly picked a job and the level for you, and if it wasn't the one you wanted, you had to leave the room and come back. We've been playing since that long, and because of that, we get prestiged 1 automatically. We still start at 0. Every time you prestige, you start at 0, but we will automatically get bumped up a prestige, which is nice. We still get all of our levels reset, we still get all of our money reset, and all of our items reset, so we don't get to keep anything. However, the one reason I've been doing the grind to get to 2,000, one, I wasn't that far and they gave a 2-week extension, so why not? 2, I forget the actual breakdown for the lower levels, but at 1,000 and at 2,000, you get special icons that you can use for your badge when you make your badge. So I think the level 2 is actually one, or the 2,000 was one that was really nice. I think Hawk was interested in that one, but he hasn't been playing for a lot, and I think he's still at level 1,400. So he would have to have grinded almost every day to get up there. And I know he's been pretty busy with work, so yeah. So I'll be happy to get to 2,000, which is in the same bracket that Blue and Legend are in, although they are a little higher than I will be. Blue, I think, is like close to 25 or around 2,500, and Legends in that area too. So I'll be in the low 2,000s, but you know what? I'm happy with that. It is not often I play this game solo. Oh, you just made 2,100 this week? Nice. How's it going, Legend? I didn't see you respond in the Discord, so I figured you might have been busy for today. Tired, had to take care of a few things tonight. Not a problem, not a problem. We were just chit-chatting. I was kind of going through all the cursed possessions, what they do, and goods and bads, and then kind of going through the ghost list and how to detect them, and some of the stuff that you can use to tell a ghost without the full evidence. Although there are some ghosts that are really hard to tell with the evidence, without evidence, especially if you get ghosts that are normal speed and we have no evidence, so some of them get a little harder to detect. Like an Obaki is kind of hard unless you're watching it during a hunt. Spirit is really hard because it has no strength. It just has a weakness. The spirit's weakness is when you smudge it, it will not hunt for 2 minutes. All of the ghosts will hunt a minute and a half after you smudged it, or 90 seconds. There was something I didn't realize with which ghost is it? There is a ghost in here. Which is the one? Oh, it's hyper some whatever it is. The Morai. When you smudge, I'd mentioned earlier that you smudge, you can touch the ghost, I give it a kiss, and it goes stupid for a moment. It loses track of you. It'll come back to where you last saw you, so don't stick there too long. But that is for, I don't know what, 5 seconds? Because I think it wears off just after the second smudge, or maybe the first smudge. I forget. It's like 5 seconds or something like that. A Morai, when you smudge it during the hunt, it actually is like double, I think, or something like that. I don't know the exact number, but it will be suffering from the smudge longer than normal ghost. So, a little bit of tidbit. I do recommend, if you are interested in some of the mechanics and how stuff works, check out the wiki for Phasmophobia. It has a lot of information, a lot of it's pretty accurate. It's also a lot where we've gone to get our information. A lot of the stuff in the book here is helpful and can help you as well, although some of them are misleading. Like demons, they're not necessarily less aggressive. The range of the crucifix is just bigger. Instead of 3 meters away, it's like 6. This is true. Turning on the lights will lower Mare's chance of attack, because Mare does not like lights. It will also sometimes roam away from it. Not 100%, but it happens. Can't use this ability. We talked about that. Banshee. Yep, you can hear it on the paramic. That is pretty much true. True. So wraiths, this isn't 100% true on the weakness. It won't step in the salt. That is true and cannot be tracked. However, if you put salt across the door frame, I don't think it keeps it in that room. It will still come out of the room. It just does not touch the salt. And it doesn't actually float. So that's slightly misleading. There are some things in here that are kind of misleading. Goryo doesn't roam at all, that is true. When threatened, and by that it means with the flame. That is true. True. The reports that notice ghost orbs near the mimic. That is true. True. They will weaken over time, slower and less aggressive. Yes. Yeah. It depends on how you read it. Some of it is correct the way it reads. Others, it's partly true, just not in the way that you think it might be true. Like I said, the Wraith, putting salt across the door is not going to block it in, although that would be nice with the new salt and everything. It will still pass over it, it just won't step in it. So that's a little misleading. And when a Wraith is about, it does not float at all. It walks normally like everyone else. So that's misleading as well. Which is what led the other group that I was helping out to misidentify a Revenant. I was able to identify it by the speed from the dead player side, but because they thought it was floating, I say that with air quotes, and has yet to touch the salt, that it was a Wraith at that point. So it was a little misleading, and despite me telling them it's not a Wraith, it's a Rev, they all but one went with Wraith. The one that was dead that I was explaining stuff to said that he went with Wraith, or I'm sorry, Revenant, and got it correct. So it is what it is. The other thing is, just get in here, go into single player. You can do a custom mode. You can make the ghost friendly. It won't hunt. It'll just do interactions and stuff. So you can play around with stuff that way. Have all the evidence, have all the cursed objects, because you get 0%. You get 0 multiplier when you do that. You can have all the cursed objects so you can play around with it and see how stuff works. They won't generate hunts even if you do the items that generate a hunt, like the heart pin on the voodoo. It will, I think, appear for a moment and then disappear. But it gives you a chance to play around, see what they do. Same with the evidence, collecting, testing out evidence. Obviously, with Progression 2.0, they have said consumable items will have to be repurchased again. Which means if I use a pill, that's probably a consumable, which means when I get back into the lobby, I'll have to rebuy it. Now, they do have an auto rebuy, so if it's consumable and you use it, it will auto rebuy. Like, the matches are probably going to be consumable. Lighters probably not. Zippo probably not. These will all probably be consumable, as well as the smudges. So something to keep in mind. There's going to be a lot to learn in the 2.0, so a lot of the knowledge I have now will carry over, but we have to rethink some stuff, like freezing is going to be hard to get out of our head. We're so used to seeing the breath that we're like, oh, it's freezing temperatures. Doesn't work that way in Progression 2.0. You see your breath at low temperature. You need a thermometer to confirm negative temperature or freezing. So it's going to take a little bit of adjusting for some of us. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Alright, who is on? We got a lot of people on today. Jeez. Bunny Chan's on. It's been rare since I've been able to be on during the time Bunny Chan's on. Let's see, where is she? Thank you for the head pats. She is playing Minecraft with a couple of people. And, ooh, she's been going for about 4 hours. So if we're going to raid, we should raid her right now. So, thank you everyone for coming out, hanging out while I played around and not really level grinding, just messing around and talking about the ghosts and stuff. I'm glad if I was able to shine some light on Phasmophobia for some people, or explain how some of the functions work, at least my understanding of how they work, and some of the details about that. It's nice to pass that information along. But thank you everyone for hanging out. I do have a Twitter account, is the best way to keep up with me. I still will call it Twitter. I will not call it X for probably the longest of times. But it is a way to tell when I'm going live, if there's any changes to the schedule, if I'm not going to stream, or if I'm going to do a out of order stream, like early in the morning, or something like that. It is a good place to keep up with what is going on. I also have a YouTube channel. Before I streamed, I was doing YouTube. It has my old Minecraft series, has some of the newer videos from streams, and some of the little compilation videos I put together. So you can go take a look at those. And hopefully I'll get more videos up there soon. I do want to do more VR, I keep saying that. But Phasmo has kind of been at the front of my mind for now, until I can get to 2000, then I can start switching back to other stuff. So here is the raid message. The first one is if you are not subscribed. Second one is if you are subscribed. For the non-subscribed, you can go ahead and use a different emote if you wish, instead of the purple heart from Twitch. And we are going to go raid Bunny Chan. Like I said, it's rare for her to stream. I think there's been some stuff that was going on, so she kind of stopped streaming for a bit. Could be a bunch of other stuff going on, but it's nice to see her starting to stream again. So let's go over and give her some warm welcomes with this raid. So next stream will be Saturday, where we'll be doing the challenge, and I'll be getting my level 2000. So I hope to see you all there. In the meantime, take it easy. I'll catch you later. Love you all. Bye-bye.
turn around and everything has changed. Looking for a way to work it out. I'm trying to find some peace to navigate. The oak tree where I met you and the writing on the statue. I still remember every word you said. I'm not a soldier, but I'm fighting. Can you hear me through the silence? I won't give up, 'cause there will be a day we'll meet again. We'll meet again. Everything we wanted turned to gold. The path we chose, the future on our